my friends, how are you guys doing today? Thanks for stopping in, taking some time out of your day to come hang out with me for just a few minutes and talk about some movies. Today, we're going to be talking about Maxxxine from 2024, directed by Ty West. This just came out on Max right before, right before Halloween. I couldn't remember what holiday we just got done with. But so this is right before Halloween. It dropped, but I just got to check it out. And guys, it was okay. You know, this is the third movie in a trilogy. I guess the X trilogy by Ty West. The first film was X, and then we had Pearl, and now we have Maxine to close it out. And this follows Maxine Minx as she goes from adult film star to major Hollywood motion pictures and sitcoms, baby. So she's going there. She's doing that. She's trying to make her way, and she doesn't want to be in the business anymore, you know what I mean? And so she's going and she's going to these auditions, but this is supposed to take place kind of when the Night Stalker was happening in LA. So you have this serial killer that's stalking Maxine, but the serial killer kind of don't know who he's messing with. And so, you know, we follow her as she, you know, gets creeped up on, and then she reveals how much of a twisted sicko she actually is, kind of thing. And it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't as good as the first two films. It was a little weak as far as just the nuance of it. You know, the first two films they felt unique. They felt like they were something special. This felt pretty mainstream. This felt like kind of formulaic and very industry driven, I should say. It felt more like an industry film than a Ty West film. It felt more like something that New Line Cinema would put out back in the mid-90s kind of thing. And so, you know, to me, it wasn't as good as those first two, but it still had its merits. It had some good kills, had some good gore. It had a really good writing, because I enjoyed that the writing didn't sound forced or faked. Nothing sounded stupid or like, you know, formulaic. It wasn't like I couldn't literally recite it before they spoke it, like they were, because sometimes when you're watching a movie, you can be like, I'll come back here and get you next time, and then that's literally what they say. I mean, maybe that's not a good example, but you know what I mean. There are things they say in films that you can literally say it before they say it, and then they say it on the screen, you know? So this didn't have any dialogue like that where you're talking, you know, or they're talking and it just seems kind of forced and like, you know, filler dialogue. This had good dialogue that seemed real. The characters felt real. It had, you know, we got Mia Goth, we got Lily Collins, Michelle Monaghan, David Cavalli, I think is his name. They were all pretty good in this. Now, I know that Ty West was playing on horror movie tropes, but Michelle Monaghan and David Cavalli felt kind of, felt a little over the top and a little forced. Like his bad cop routine was a little too bad cop, and Monaghan seemed like she was a little too lackadaisical. But I know he's playing on these tropes and these ideas that were established in horror movies of yore. I understand that, so I'm not upset about that. But at the same time, the characters just didn't feel real, as real as the other characters in Maxine and Giancarlo Esposito's character. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But those felt real. Those felt like genuine people that you would see interacting in the real world. And I dug that. I thought that was cool. Special effects, excellent. I don't think there's a lick of CGI in the whole film. Everything's practical. So eat your heart out, Gore hounds. It's, you know, it's pretty good there. There's some really brutal kills there. I'm not going to say anything about them. Just know they're there, and they're delicious. You know what I mean? But this was a solid entry in the franchise, if not one of the better ones, you know? I mean, it is a third movie, and typically third movies in franchises, they start to lose the luster of the franchise, you know? I mean, there ain't a whole lot of trilogies where that third movie's something special, you know? If you feel me. You feel me, dog? You feel me. Anyway, that was dumb. So, Anyway, guys, Maxxxine was fun. I enjoyed it. It's streaming on Max. If you want to go check it out, this isn't going to be a long one because there's not a whole lot to talk about. If you've seen X, if you've seen Pearl, then you know what to expect out of this film. If you haven't, go watch those first, because this one is, I mean, you don't necessarily need to watch them first because this doesn't really refer back to them except in a few like throwaway scenes, but you need to check those two out to get a sense of who the character of Maxxxine is and what this whole universe is about. But yeah, definitely, you know, if you're a fan of it, check it out. It's streaming on Max. You can find it over there. And guys, that's it. Okay, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you like my videos, by all means, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'm going to keep making them, guys, as long as you keep watching them. Peace out. God bless you. And if you've seen Maxxxine, let's talk about it in the comments sections. Catch you later, guys.